How's it going, guys? We're back on Funny Story. We're making this video right now. Another one to add to the band. This bitch just fell off of his chair. So,
too bad it was caught off camera. That would have been hilarious. Calling it off on camera.
We were gonna take her, baby. But yeah, continuing on the funny stories. Arnold has one to give you. Back when I was in 7 days in 8th grade, we were preparing for the talent show. This guy comes out of nowhere, and what did you do?
Oh, okay, so I think I came to pick up one of my Xbox, something from Ralph, his brother. And I heard like guitars and stuff up in the upstairs and whatever. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go up there and scare the shit out of people. And Ralph's like, whatever, go for it. So I'm over here just sneaking up into the little, I was gonna say alleyway, attic. And I just bust in the door. I'm like, alright, let's fucking do this shit right now. I just get on the drums and I start playing random stuff.
And we had our old guitarist, his name was Romario, like I said in the last video. Like his face was like the most priceless shit I've ever saw.
I scared the shit so bad out of that kid. I think that's why he quit. Like
his face as soon as he walked in, like he was like,
he went complete turtle. Like you just see him go.
Like
really, I'm like, dude, what the crap?
Like he balled up into a fetal position with his guitar, so.
It was pretty weird.
Another weird thing about this kid is that he would always play with like a pinky up. It was like the most retarded shit I ever saw in my life.
He likes to be fancy.
He was playing like this the whole time. Like his pinky was right there. I remember seeing him at the first talent show I ever played. Like the first thought in my head was like, I swear, motherfucker, I'm about to go over there and I'm gonna freaking cut your finger off, pissing me off. Because like some of these chords, if you guys play guitar, you understand that sometimes your hand kind of like gets modified. Like my hand wasn't able to stretch out this much. It was because of me playing guitar. Like your fingers get stretched out.
I don't even think my hand stretches out for me.
But this guy never really practice guitar. So when he was playing like a random guitar chord like that, his finger was always sticking up like this. So. Like, I'm thinking, like, dude, you gotta get rid of that, dude. You gotta get rid of that. And he's like, man, fuck you. But he never stopped, dude. I always felt like grabbing a pair of scissors and cutting his finger off because he's always playing like this on, like, straight up from, like, the 1800s, drinking something.
I play my guitar cloth. Crumpets and tea.
But yeah, that's another one of the funny stories, but...
I guess the one that takes the cake is when we went for my, what was it? Was it my birthday?
It was near Arnold's birthday, I think.
Yeah, my birthday.
Yeah, we went to a restaurant. What was the name of the restaurant?
We went to Chuck's Southern Barbecue.
So, you know, you guys know that there's different styles of cooking in terms of meat. There's medium rare, there's rare, or like
well done,
all that crap. So, usually your waiter comes up to you when they order some sort of meat. They tell you, how would you like it cooked? So when we're at this restaurant, Anthony orders his food. He's like, can I get a bacon burger deluxe? According to him, the waiter said, would you like your meat cooked? That was inside of his head though. Like we're thinking like, what kind of waiter asks,
would you like
your meat cooked? Like, no, just bring me the whole fucking cow. But in reality, what happened is that they asked him, how would you like your meat cooked, sir? And he's like, yes. Yes. So yes. The waiter is like just staring him down with like, are you fucking stupid or something? Like, next thing you know, Anthony bursts out laughing like a little girl in front of everyone. Like this restaurant like is like really quiet for some reason. It's like one of those restaurants where it's like not too loud. Like you can actually hear like background noises, but it's not as much as you would like to hear it as like McDonald's or something like that. There's not music playing in the background. It's just us. So just imagine you're eating your food. There was actually some kind of like redneck guy like across from us, like across the room, and this guy just starts screaming out like a little girl, laughing his ass off. The waiter's looking at him, and me and Arnold were just standing there like. Like,
nigga, you went full retard.
He just went full retard. Anthony was like, he's like, keeps pointing at Arnold. He's like, I'm like, what do you want me to do? He's like, order for me. He's like, I don't know what the hell you want. But like we seriously laughed for a good 15 minutes on that one. So that's like on the topic of Anthony. Something that he's always usually doing is he's playing guitar. Since it gets really loud in this room when we're actually practicing, sometimes you can't really hear your instruments well. That's like a really common case with Anthony because he uses something called distortion a lot, which is pretty much like you can't hear him at all. It's like his sound is so distorted that we have trouble understanding what the hell he's trying to play. So we're always telling him, dude, lower the distortion. Dude, lower the distortion. You can't hear you shit. And he's like, man, fuck you. I know what I'm doing. So this isn't the first time this happens. This happens a lot, actually. We're playing, and this guy's been playing for a good, like, minute or two into the song when he realizes that he's just not even plugged in. So he's like, how long have you been playing like that? He's like, I don't know. I've been playing like that for a good maybe minute or so. Like that's happened like at least like 3 times I think. But you know,
one of them was actually caught in video.
Yeah, if you guys go back to Dragonflies in December, he says like, all right, let's do this. Wait, I gotta plug my guitar back in. So you know it's true when he starts doing that kind of crap. And as far as me, I don't think I've ever done that much of an embarrassing crap except for my voice kind of like cracking. Like I might be singing a song and I don't know where to go like yeah, like my voice cracks. So I mean it's not too embarrassing. Nothing much has really happened to me as much as these kids right here. But I guess another funny story is when like my brother might be playing his drum set, and we usually screw around with him since like the drum set is like right where Arnold is. So we're playing over here and he's right there. So he has his back turned to us, we're always doing random shit to him.
I'd be backing that ass up, I'll be all like... And he's oblivious to what's going on.
So sometimes he's just playing his guitar and we're telling him like, dude, pay attention! And he's like... So sometimes he just makes like the most random faces, but...
Or the most randomest noise. I think we're gonna play one of our songs and then he just went, ooh shit!
Ooh shit!
I'm like, okay, I know what's your favorite song of the band.
I don't know, but you know, I think that's pretty much it for funny stories that we've got so far. And I guess moving on into more other random shit is how we got started playing. Me and my brother are actually the same. Even though that it's ironic that he plays drums and I play guitar, we still pretty much started the same way. Over here on Central Park, which is like near my house, there's a church called New Life Church. It's by Central Park, but it's not on it. When I was in 5th grade, they had a drumming class, and you know, I came home and my parents, like, they always try to get me involved because ironically, before that, when I was in like 3rd grade to 4th grade, I was in a dance class for Mexican folkloric dancing. Yep. And it was like the most boring shit ever, so I quit. But my parents still wanted me to be involved in something. I mean, I quit dance class, I quit karate class, and all that crap. They still wanted me to be involved in something. So they're having drumming classes over here, and I'm like, you know what, that doesn't sound that bad. Maybe I could play a little bit of tamborazo or something, I don't know. Yeah, but, you know, I was like a really shy kid back then, so I had to drag along my brother with me. I told him, hey dude, let's go there play some guitar, because this guy would always like, he'd always try to be imitating like songs he hears on the radio by like trying to play drums back in the day. But I dragged him with me over there, and we started playing right there. And you would think that I would stick on drums because that's what I started as, but I actually ended up with guitar when I was at like mid 6th grade actually. My brother stayed on the drums. It's because of the classes that he took over there that he actually started playing drums. As for me, I was coming home from one day, minding my own damn business. I come home, and I see a random-ass guitar lying on my bed. It was an eHarmony 1970. Random-ass shit just lying on my bed. I'm like, what the fuck? So I asked my parents, like, where did this come from? It's like, oh, one of your mom's friends heard that you were playing drums, so she decided to bring a guitar.
Makes
sense. I was like, yeah, you know, one of these shits looks exactly like one of these. So I started, the funny thing is, like, I did not take classes on how to play guitar. The way that I learned is visually. I went on YouTube, I watched this guy's band play, I messed around. The first song I ever played was Dose by Red Hot Chili Peppers. And pretty much I'm self-taught. Everything that I play I learned by myself. I didn't take classes. I've been getting there, not a professional, but I'm above average pretty much.
Damn good, yeah.
Yeah, I can play some pretty good shit. But that's how I started playing guitar. This guy, I don't know, he plays a shitload of crap. He sings, he plays guitar, plays a little bit of drums, plays a little bit of bass. Mostly pretty much bass.
A little bit of bass. Yeah, mostly bass.
Yeah, I don't know how he started.
I started back in 3rd grade. My mom was like, I guess kind of like him. He's like, you know what? You gotta be more involved in school activities and shit. So she signed me up for violin classes. So that's where I started. I started off on violin. And let me tell you, violin just sucks. It just sucks. Having to tune it and all that crap. I was like, you know what? Forget this. So after that, I just became oblivious to like playing instruments. I haven't been playing instruments for like 2-3 years, and then I think it was one time in 7th grade. Actually, that's when I started getting more focused into the rock genre. We went to a birthday party, and I was in the back seat, and they just randomly put on Q101, and the first song I heard was "Freak on a Leash" by Korn, and I was like, not bad, this shit's actually pretty good. I wish I could do stuff like that. So, you know, I started, you know, listening more to the rock genre and became more into it. And then I was broke at the time. I couldn't afford instruments, so I was a good writer, so I became writing lyrics, just like things that came to my head. And let's see, I formed the band with Ralph and Edwin and Hector. I still didn't have an instrument at the time. I was the vocalist, but then Hector came in and became the vocalist of the band at the time. So that kind of forced me into either buying an instrument or getting out of the band. So I ended up buying a bass. Most shittiest bass you could ever buy. It was like
right behind me.
No, it's not that one.
It's not that one?
No, it was more even shit. It's not even name brand. I think the brand was New York Pro.
That's like a box.
Like
that New York Pro.
New York Pro was the band, or the, what is it? So, just like Jesse, I'm self-taught, never took any classes on guitar, chords, or whatever. I'm average, I guess. I mean, I jumped around from instrument to instrument. I could do a little bit of everything, I guess, but my most strong point would be vocals and bass. And that's how I got started, just visually hearing stuff, tabbing out stuff. The first song I ever learned on bass was Smells Like Teen Spirit, super easy. And then I thought I could, you know, if I thought I could play Smells Like Teen Spirit, I could play anything. I started playing Reptilia by the Strokes. That was kind of hard for me. I'm like, what the fuck? If I could play this song, how can I play that song? But then, you know, it got better with the time. And then, yeah, I just became a bassist, and that's how I got started.
Fun fact, guys, the reason I started playing was because of rap. Yep.
How about that?
Yeah, when I was in 5th grade, I had never heard of rock. Like, ironically, a lot of us, pretty much all but one, started because of Q101. Back in the day, I was listening to fucking Backstreet Boys and shit.
I was listening to Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, we were pretty gay. But I remember, like, my brother told me, dude, you gotta listen to this, it's pretty badass. And he's like, nah, dude, kind of like rap more. So you guys can imagine, if I stayed down that road, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I'd probably be...
We probably would. We'd just end up like Rage Against the Machine or something.
Nah, I'd probably be more like Swag or something. But
snapbacks and tattoos.
Yeah, snapbacks and tattoos. Turn my swag on. But the first song I ever heard that got me into rock was "It's Never Too Late" by 3 Days Grace. That was like the first song I ever heard on Q101. Ever since that, I got more into it. I said, fuck rap. So I started getting more into that. Me and my brother would always listen to Q101 like at 9 p.m. at night. Always listening to it, learning new songs.
Was it 9 p.m. at night when the sex talk started?
No, that's top 10, dude. Top 10.
I gotta remember something about sex talk.
Nah, that started at 10. That's when we stopped listening.
Sure.
So how much time we got left, Arnold?
Guess we'll cut it into another video.
Yep, keep it up. We're going to be talking about our influences and the gear we got right here. How much do you think it costs to actually be an All But One?
It's pretty damn expensive.